So one day, I'm scrolling through Facebook and I'm looking at my peers, guys I went to school with, boarding school, university. A couple of them are in Zanzibar, another one's in Zimbabwe. Someone else is in Ghana posting sunset pics by Cape Coast Castle. And then that's when it hits me. We've been looking at tourism all wrong. See, the average African tourist is not who you think they are. We've been trained to expect tourism to look like khaki shorts, camera straps, and a heavy European accent asking, is it safe here? But those are not the only people traveling anymore. There's a whole new class of tourists we've been ignoring, and that is the African middle class and the elite African. We're talking about the banker from Nairobi, the tech bro from Lagos, the fashion influencer from Johannesburg, the DJ from Accra, and the content creator from Kigali. They don't want to deal with visa queues. They're tired of being treated like a flight risk at embassies. And they've got money, time, and a vibe. And guess what? They're choosing Africa. So let me paint you a picture. They're not arriving from Lonely Planet guides. They don't need Google to tell them what fufu is. They're pulling up in fresh braids, clean linen, AirPods in, waist bag loaded, phone charged and ready for content. This tourist isn't discovering Africa. They're African. They don't need to ask if the food is spicy. They're asking how spicy. They're not marveling at the rhythm of drums. They've got a playlist already. This new type of tourist didn't come to learn the culture. They came to trade culture. Theirs for yours. You can see them at the airport lounge, filming takeoff for Instagram. You see them checking in at boutique hotels in Lamu or Cape Town or Dakar, using mobile money, not cash. Breakfast is masala tea with fresh fruit. Lunch is nyama choma or jollof, or maybe seafood pasta at a beach resort with a DJ. But here's the trick. They flex differently. They want to support local, but it has to look good on the ground. They want real leather, real stories, real crafts, but they also want delivery via DMs. They will spend big, but not just for the sake of spending. They're creating an experience. They want their Africa, they want your Africa, they want our Africa, but curated. So let's be honest, the African tourist isn't stingy, but we haven't really designed tourists for them. Our hotels often assume the African guest is the one working at the event, not attending it. The concierge smiles harder for the European traveler. The expert gets a welcome drink. The African gets questioned at the gate. Are we ready for ourselves? That's the question. We keep asking, how do we attract more tourists to the continent? We forgot the answer was already here. Here's the deeper truth. The African tourist is more than a traveler. They're a mirror of what Africa can be for itself. This is Africans choosing Africans. This is Africans choosing African beaches, African safaris, African restaurants, African tailors, and African spas. No visas, no translations, no apologies. So before I go, the next time you see an African in Zanzibar or Ghana or Seychelles, remember, that's not just a vacation, that's a reclamation. And if you're in the business of tourism, culture, or hospitality, you better take notes. These tourists want fast Wi-Fi, fresh chapati, great lighting, and a curated playlist. The African tourist isn't looking for validation. They're looking for recognition. They don't want to be tolerated. They want to be seen. And the brands, businesses, cities, and countries that choose to see them now will be the ones they keep coming back to. Let's move.